On the Super NES, this is cartridge on the console, we are starting a brand new season. I'll be playing on easy mode, which means I'll be playing as the 49ers, as I recall, are the best team in the game. Still, of course, no Montana in this game, just Steve Young and Steve Bono. Remember Steve Bono? And Amp Lee, he was definitely a Ram for a while. As usual, I'm going to fix the playbook as soon as we get started. There will be no QB, there will be no designed running plays for the QB. There will be no gadget plays. It will be simply traditional running plays. I don't want to do rap. I don't know. I guess I could. I don't want to do a regular dive. I kind of want to do a funky dive. Yeah, where's that funky dive? It's not even a funky dive. It's like a. I can do a powered. Actually, I can switch the two players around. That might work. Because I kind of want to be able to bail out. Ricky Waters, remember that? So I said if the play goes south, I want to be able to bail out. I can do a toss sweep, but I want to do a toss sweep in the other direction. Yeah, we'll do that. Not with Rathman. Let's see, slot off tackle, cross run, run and sweep. Yeah, the run and shoot sounds fun. Yeah. So we have a toss. We have a power dive. So what do we want here? No pitches, no draws. Yeah, we'll get Ricky Waters in there, so we can bail out of that play if things go south. We have an automatic dive in this game, which is actually based on random number generation, so probably won't have to do anything fancy there. There's an off tackle left, so that'll help. So I have some traditional running plays there I can use. Okay, no Pro T waggles because that's a bootleg play, and we don't like bootleg plays or gadget plays. I think the run and shoot should be fun. Let's do the run and shoot. This play is massively OP. If you saw my research stream during the Pro Bowl, this play is a blitz buster. So I'm not going to do this. This might make the game too easy. I'll switch to it. I can change these plays during the game, by the way, so I'll do that if I have to. Some of these look really interesting. Do I have a red gun here by chance? I kind of want to see if I have a red gun play. That's a fly. And by the way, one other strategy I'll mention is that I don't want to run any plays like this, where receivers are running neck and neck alongside each other, because in this game, the way the AI works is that as soon as you throw the ball to a receiver, they are going to home in immediately on the target. So if you have a play like this where two receivers are running on the top of the screen or two are running on the bottom, then that means if you try to throw to either receiver on the top or the bottom of the screen, the AI is going to pick it off, or it's going to put a stop to it. So my strategy and the way I play the game is always break up your receivers so that they occupy different areas of the field. So your read progression never involves two receivers running alongside each other. Split them up. That's what I loved about the Pro T Flare, is that basically you have one receiver on top, one on the bottom, one in the middle, one on each sideline in the flat. So you have 5 different zones. So you always have someone who's open usually. So those are the plays I prefer to set up. This might be a good one too. The run and what's this one over here? The slot. I'll see if that's any good. But you can see how we're spreading the field out. So I guess it's kind of like the old Bill Walsh system, the old West Coast offense. Spread out the field so much that all the defenders are spread out. And of course, we have a running quarterback like Steve Young can scramble and get you and run himself if he can't pass it to anybody. So all these setups that I have here are designed in that sense. We split up all the defenders so that no one can double up on us. No one's in double coverage at any time. So we'll change these plays if we have to. Defensive starters, we can change them. What button do I press? The Y button? Yeah. To see who our best options are. As usual, I always pick a linebacker because linebackers almost never get blocked, so they can weave through the line of scrimmage. Specifically, I try to attack the center. I try to go immediately above or below the center so that I can get into the backfield in a hurry. Depending on where the running back is, the running back might be above or below the center, so I'll show you that once we get into a game. But who's my best option here? I guess Charles Haley isn't playing for the 49ers this year. I guess this is when he was playing for Dallas. Traitor. 4450 sounds. This is like Bill Romanowski's my guy. And he promises not to say anything racist. So I guess Bill Romanowski will be my main option. He's my right inside linebacker, so he'll be my primary defensive option. And the other people aren't too bad. Players' data, well, the game just started, so everyone's average. As we progress through the game, players' conditions will change from average to good or bad or excellent. We'll be monitoring that if people seem off. Again, Ricky Waters is my main. If I want to, in fact, what I'll do to start is I'll do a bunch of running plays, and then I'll switch to a pass-only offense just to kind of see how it goes. Which means I'm going to replace which means I'm going to replace Ricky Waters with a regular wide receiver. In fact, a bit later in the game, I'll switch out Ricky Waters with a running back. So you can see Jerry Rice catch. You can see Jerry Rice get a 200 yards rushing. You'll see me do some really dumb stuff in this game. Okay, so let's get things started. Week 1, I will be controlling the Niners. And so let's get things started. Sometimes I'll play as multiple teams, so we'll see how it goes. But for this season, we'll just do the Niners. Schedule. There's an auto skip function here, isn't there? Y button. Auto skip to week. Yeah, in the NES game, you would automatically skip to the games you're playing, and we'll be playing Pittsburgh to start the season. And by the way, I'm also going to change there. In fact, let me do that right now, because one of the things I don't like to do in this game is play a team with a default playbook, because sometimes it's too easy to guess what plays they're going to run. So I kind of like a team that's kind of hard to guess what their defense is. So it might not matter in this case. They got a rollout play. That's probably a bad idea. So I'll switch that up. One of the things I used to do in the NES game was to give everyone a run and shoot offense, because it was harder for me to defend, and it was harder for me to guess what plays they're running. Got a one set. So that's 2 pitch outs. Weak side open, but that's a motion play, so that might be easy for me to pick out. Daryl Hodge. And not to be racist about this, but some teams have a dark-skinned running back and a light-skinned running back, and let's be honest, if you see a running back of a certain skin tone in the backfield, you can probably guess what play they're going to run. So stuff like that is stuff you might want to be on the lookout for. It's a legit strategy in this game. By the way, what are my options here? I got one side, I got a pitch. Might have to change this, but it becomes too easy. Pro T-Flare is always good, so. See if there's a one set back option, or there's a play action that can always do that. Yeah, but I don't want these guys to run any gadget plays, because they're just that's too easy for me to get past. So there's only one shotgun play for these guys. Excuse me. But of course, the way I play won't make a difference. Okay, so I did them a solid by getting rid of one of their gadget plays. I was gonna kill them. If they ran that play, I was gonna destroy them. So I gave them a fighting chance. So let's skip ahead. Buffalo beat New England. What does that tell you? Well, in this game, I'll just peek at the player data in a second. I thought we were playing. There we are. Schedule. That is us. Okay, let's see. So again, as usual, I'm going to shoot for 100 yards rushing and 300 yards passing. That's what I always do. Team. Nope. Come on, let's do this. And again, I'll switch the playbook around if I have to. We're going to skip that. And we're kicking off. Awesome. So that means we get the ball in the second half. Oops, wrong button. Okay, we'll do a short kick. Is that Rod Woodson or Charles Woodson? I can never remember. Anyway. As usual, I'm going to do a shotgun. Let's actually just do a run and shoot defense. Hold up and press B for the shotgun, for the run and shoot defense. Now, that's a one setback, so it's probably going to be a... See that guy in the backfield? It's probably Merrill Hodge, so he'll probably do the pitch up left. He'll probably pitch to the top of the screen. So let's get Romanowski in there. No, we didn't. Okay, I don't know. Whoop! That's Neil O'Donnell, by the way. And that dude was wide open. That's not Heinz Ward, I don't think. That dude was wide open. So we botched that play. That might have been the hold down, press pass play. I think that's a fly, an XY fly or something. So we're gonna do the run and shoot defense again, and that's definitely Barry Foster in the background. So he's probably gonna go left because he went towards the bottom of the screen. Got him. That's Bill Romanowski. He's gonna get at least 4 or 5 sacks in this game. The way I play, I usually get a couple of sacks every possession if I can help it. So this guy's going to be the sack leader of the season, the way I play. Yeah, definitely. Whoops! He's going to try and scramble for 20 yards. And he fumbled. Neil O'Donnell on point. Am I right? Is that Ted Washington with the fumble recovery? Okay, we'll start with some running plays. Let's get him on an off tackle to the top of the screen. Off tackle left. That's Ricky Waters. Tom Rathman will be in there, I guess, for blocking assistance. That's a 12-yard gain right there. Whoops. Hugging the sideline, but again, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to try and bust tackles. If I get into a grapple, I'm just going to go down immediately, or I'll break out of it and then run out of bounds because I don't want to fumble the ball. So I'll run out of bounds before I get into any grapples if I can help it. Okay, no one's covering the bottom of the field. That's Jerry Rice, dog, wide open, touchdown. Back in the end zone. As you probably saw, the receiver running on the top of the screen might have been John Taylor. The safety was closest to him, so I just threw it to Jerry Rice because he was the more open of the 2 downfield receivers that time. And of course, there was a guy running along the sideline at the bottom of the screen. Might have been the tight end, but I wanted to throw the ball downfield. But yeah, if I had thrown it to the tight end on the bottom of the screen, he would have gotten at least to the 1-yard line. So that was the gold mine for us. And that's Woodson. Look how fast Woodson is. Well, he's going to be dangerous. Well, I know what you're thinking. Why am I kicking the ball short? Because I'm challenging myself. If I kick the ball towards the 10-yard line every time, I'm going to get a safety every possession. You saw what happened on the last possession. I knocked him back 10 yards. So, I mean, I'm going to get a safety every time if I kick the ball too deep. So I'm going to give him a fighting chance. Give him the short field every time. That was a 20-yard run there, so they got us. Okay, yes, this might be a Merrill Hodge pitch to the top of the screen, so look out for that. Yep, it was. See, and they got me. I tried to get behind them, and they got me. So maybe Romanowski isn't the best defense against that. See, that was the play where it was a hold left, press A, hold right, press A near the top right-hand side of the screen. That was the Merrill Hodge pitch out. So I got to be on the lookout for that play because he's going to have blockers. I might be able to bring a safety around. I'll see what I can do there. We're on the 3-yard line, so I'll do a pass defense, Pro T flare, left B, and then I'll bring the outside linebacker to spy. Yeah, it's Romanowski's going to spy, and Hodge can't get past me. So I took out his blocker there. And the AI is always the same. They're not very good about bobbing and weaving in the backfield. At least not at this point in the season. Maybe when you get to the postseason, someone like Barry Sanders is going to run wild, but maybe not here. Run wild like Hulkamania. All right, so another 2-yard loss. He's trying to just do quick handoffs at the middle, and I'm not going to let him have it. Romanowski is going to sit there and spy it. And this is going to be a pitch to the bottom of the screen, possibly. No, it's not. Tried to hand it off tackle. He didn't get it. So you saw what I did there. I just squeezed in between the center and the guard and got around all the blockers. And let's get, is that Johnson? Is that Keith Johnson? Well, I can't switch. Never mind. They have a field goal. So I gave them the short field. They got 2 big running plays, and that killed us. So don't worry. We'll get the hang of it. I mean, Romanowski is my fastest defender, at least as far as linebackers go. And again, I'm challenging myself, so I'm running the ball back to the sideline inside the 10. Okay, Ricky Waters off tackle towards the top of the screen. He'll probably get 10 yards on this if all goes well. Up. Or not. I freaked out and retreated, and I should not have retreated. Okay, let's do the sweep. Up and A. So we'll sweep towards the bottom of the screen. We'll have some blocking here. It's not a pitch out. We'll do that next time, maybe. Because I like running these plays and I have a lot of green space on that side of the field. Like right now, we're going to be on the bottom hash marks. I'm going to try and pitch it. I'm going to try and do off tackle towards the top of the screen because we have more room to run over there. Oops, not good, not good. I'm not going to punt either. Okay, watch this. I'm going to do a run and shoot. We're going to go for it on 4th down, like that high school coach in Texas or Arkansas, I think it was. We're never going to punt. Oh, look at that. Not good, guys. I'm going to throw it to John Taylor. Although I think there's a safety back there. Yeah, there is. Darn it. So I chose the wrong receiver. I shouldn't have done that. I got cocky there. It's okay. We aren't going to score on every possession. Although I was trying to. I'm doing the run and shoot defense, same as usual. Let's bring Bill Romanowski in. That's the off tackle left. They got better blocking that time, so I couldn't get to him. He had much better blocking that time. Okay, let me do a quick check, because the quarter is passed. I believe the condition of the players changes every quarter. If not, it changes every half, or at least it did in the NES game. I feel like it changed every quarter in the NES game. I forget. Press the Y button. So John Johnson, I don't remember anything about him. He's DeLong, so everyone's average, I guess. Yep. Again, Romanowski's still our fastest option. Ugh, what happened to Michael Walter? Well, so I guess we'll just stick with those guys. That's not Merton Hanks. Is that Don Griffin? So I guess Ronnie Lott was gone at this point. Dana Hall, I barely remember him. Tim McDonald, I sort of remember Tim McDonald. I think he was a Pro Bowler in this game. Just a second. Is that Sam Gash down there? Team area. Let me swap out, see what happens. Whoops. Change. Walter. I can't change? Or is this, or can I only change when someone gets injured? That might be the problem. I can probably only change people when they get injured. That kind of sucks. See, I can't pick anyone from the team area. Let me check that. Logan. So I can. There's a return team, but I can't swap anybody out. So I guess I can't go to the. So I guess the team. See, here's Merton Hanks. They're in the team area, but I guess it doesn't make a difference unless someone gets injured. So I guess cornerbacks can get injured, but I can't swap them out during the game. Maybe that's the problem. I can only swap them out before the game. I have to see what's going on there. So 2nd and 1. So we're going to do the run and shoot defense. I'm going to choose Romanowski on the spy. This is probably a pitch out to the bottom of the screen. No, it wasn't. Tried to go off tackle. Not going to happen. Tried to squeeze the backfield there. Same defense. Run and shoot. That is a shotgun. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I better get in the backfield in a hurry. Whoop, you got it off. He's throwing into double coverage. But I think everyone was covered that time. And I don't know if you want to run and shoot on this side of the field. If you're in the red zone, if you're inside the 10, you don't want to do a run and shoot because as you just saw, the receivers are all clustered in the back of the end zone, and they're all clustered together. So there's nowhere to really, throw the ball because the defenders don't have far enough to run. You know what I mean? So this might be a place where you run and shoot and then do a quarterback keeper, or maybe you do like a pro T flare and try to throw it to the guys either in the tight end or the flat or the receivers in the flat. You don't just want to throw it in the back of the end zone because in this game you can't do the Joe Montana, Dwight Clark, throw it high and the tight end's going to catch it. It's not the way things work in this game. The AI doesn't allow it. So let's do the pitch out towards the bottom of the screen. Hold right, press A. I probably shouldn't do this in the end zone, but there we go. I got blocking. I'm still going. Is that 18? 20 yards, see? Again, it's hard to do like long runs in these games because, again, unless you cheat by zigzagging, I don't want to do that. Okay, so this is going to be the dive. Whoop, they got me. Yeah, I wasn't fast enough. Let me do a quick check on something. Oops, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I ran the wrong play. This is gonna be the RNG dive. So as soon as I get the ball, it's gonna be a cut scene, and the game will determine if I get stuffed at the line of scrimmage or get 3 yards. Yep, see, you got me. And as you probably saw from the AI before the cutscene, then yeah, I could have gotten 10 yards on that with all the blocking I had. So, bad move on my part. Don't press the Y button unless you want to do a dive. Whoop, no one's open. I'm wide open. Probably shouldn't have run. Whoop! Guess I should have. I was afraid. I was gonna let him run further, but I decided to throw it because he got behind the nickelbacks or the linebackers. Because the linebackers were covering the running backs. It looks like. Okay, so we're gonna do a passing down here. Okay, we have one open receiver, Ricky Waters. Got a few more yards. Yeah, look at that. Just one juke got me past the AI defender. So I was supposed to run the ball, but I'm not running the ball as effectively as I would have liked, even though I got that 20-yard run. And I accidentally did that dive. That was a terrible idea. And yeah, by the way, I'm mashing the A button. So as soon as I snap the ball, I'm going to kick the ball because usually the triangle is exactly where it needs to be. So I'm not going to worry about aiming or anything. And no, you can't do 2-point conversions in this game. You can do them in the Super NES sequel, I believe. Was it Tecmo Super Bowl 3? I don't know if you do a Tecmo Super Bowl 2. But I'm pretty sure you can do a Tecmo Super Bowl 3. Run and shoot defense, same as usual. Hold up, press B. This is it's Barry Foster in the backfield. So it might be off tackle or a sweep. Nope, it's a pass. So you see what I'm doing. It's like I guess I'm doing like the Ray Lewis thing. I'm looking at the player in the backfield to determine what running play they might run. Like in this case, it could be a handoff to the top of the screen, or it could be a sweep around the bottom of the screen. So I got to be on the lookout for either possibility. Okay, this might be a dive. I mean, it could be a passing play, obviously, as you can see. But that was almost intercepted. My logic is, what running play could they run? This is going to be a passing down. So I'll just destroy the defender. I'll just destroy the quarterback. And you saw what I did there? I got around the defender on the I got around the blocker on the bottom of the line of scrimmage by going to the top side of the center, so he couldn't get around me. So he couldn't get to me. I took that path. So it worked out. Okay, I'm going to bring Keith DeLong back a bit to see if he can block that guy. Yeah, it's an extra blocker. Okay, he got smushed right away. So that wasn't going to work. My kick return yardage, my punt return yardage is going to suck. Just fair warning. I suck at kick returns. I guess I could try just for fun, but I prefer, running backs and such. Okay, how much time do we have left? Okay, we're on the 2-minute drill, so get out of bounds. I have an open receiver. Jerry Rice, get out of bounds, get out of bounds. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to run. The defender was going to catch up to me. He was wide open, but eventually the defenders catch up. So I got a minute left, so let's I forgot what play this is. I don't know what this play is called. This is like a play for DC. Open receiver. Yeah, I had to come back for it. He was going to run deeper, but I was afraid the defender might catch up to him. So I held left and pressed B that time. Okay, let's do the run and shoot again. Hold up, press B. We'll see who's open. There are going to be 5 receivers here. Look at that. John Taylor or Jerry Rice. Pick your poison. Throw it to Jerry. I should have thrown it sooner. I keep forgetting that if the receivers get towards the back of the end zone, you can throw it over their heads still, which sucks. AI problems. Jerry Rice is wide open. See? If you throw it before he gets too deep. So it looks like Jerry Rice and John Taylor are running at the same speed, so I have to keep that in mind. Because as you saw right there, they're running parallel to each other, so it's good to know they're both of equal speed at this point in the season. I think Jerry Rice has a higher maximum speed than John Taylor, so if their condition is excellent, I think Jerry Rice is a little bit faster, but not by much, I don't think. I remember the NES game, I'm pretty sure they had a slant where Jerry Rice was just massively OP, like he would just run a slant and get like 80-yard touchdowns, but that's not in my... I think it is in my playbook, I just haven't chose it yet. Okay, we're going to run out the clock here. So run and shoot defense, Bill Romanowski will spy. and he'll destroy the quarterback. Whoop, he got it off. We're gonna be in the backfield all season, folks. So get used to that. And I'm almost out of time on my DVD recorders. This one might be cool. Okay, so if I run out of time, you'll be able to see the rest of the game. I'll merge the two videos, don't worry. And we'll have stats. So don't worry, there'll be plenty of stat tracking in this. And it doesn't look like any halftime show, I know. You think there would be more cheerleaders, right? 21-6, Niners all over the Steelers. So far, Ricky Waters has 38 yards running. So I'm only going to use one running back in this game unless he gets injured. Okay, so Merrill Hodge, Young, Rice. So Rice has 4 catches for 137 yards. Holy crap, dude. And the one pass that Steve Young missed, I think he's what? 8, I think he's 8 for 10. No, he's 3 for 4, which means he's 6 for 8. He overthrew a wide open Steve Young in the back of the end zone, all that crap. But I think we'll be fine. We might give up a touchdown to a running play, but I think we'll be fine. And we get the ball at the start of the second half, so we're gonna destroy these guys. The route is on. Trust me. Okay, there's Logan. This guy's very fast, so I'm not. I guess our running plays aren't gonna. I guess our what do you call it? I guess our returns aren't gonna be very good. Hand off to Ricky Waters on the top of the screen. We have wide open. Look at all that green space. I mean, he's fast enough to get 20-yard runs, but he's not fast enough to really take it to the house, which is kind of embarrassing. Okay, we're going to do the pitch out to the bottom of the screen. This could be a 20-yard play if all goes well. Maybe a 10-yard play. Yeah, at least 10 yards. Can I get past this guy? Yeah. I said I wasn't going to try and grapple. So I wasn't going to try and grapple out. So that's why I ran towards the sideline there. Because once I get grappled, I'm saying, okay, I'm down. I just don't want to fumble the ball, so I'll break the grapple, then run out of bounds, and I'll be fine. Taylor's wide open. Whoops, and I overthrew him. Because Rice was double covered, but they left Taylor wide open. Okay, pitch out the bottom of the screen to Ricky Waters again. I said I was going to run the ball and only pass if I had to. But we'll run up the score if we feel like it. And it's another 20-yard run. See, look at that. That's right, 30-yard run. Yep, 30-yard gain. So I guess I got the AI there. And let's do a dive up the middle. And we'll abort the play if it gets bad. Yep, it's gotten bad. It got real bad. See, broke out of it like Barry Sanders. See that? The middle is not looking good, so I ran around the side. And that's my 100-yard run, so I'm feeling happy. So I'm good with that. Okay, so let's get we'll do a run and shoot, and I'll have Steve Young scramble. How does that sound? See if anyone's open. Got a wide open receiver. Tom Rathman, wide open. So we had 3 decoys in the back of the end zone, and Tom Rathman just sat there in the hole in the zone. So it all worked out. Steve Young has 4 touchdown passes today. The record in the NFL is 7, and I'm pretty sure we're going to break that by the end of the season. In fact, Steve Young is probably going to throw for, 16 times 5? Well, okay. Fuzzy math. 8 times 5 is 40. So double that. Steve Young is going to throw for at least 80 touchdown passes in this season, unless he gets injured. So we are going to throw at least 80 touchdown passes this year. So we are going to be the greatest show on turf. So get your popcorn ready. Whoops. You blocked me. I wasn't paying attention to the backfield, so Merrill Hodge runs over the side. See, I'm going to give up 100 yards today, and I'm not going to like that. I mean, I'm going to win by, 50 points, but I'm going to give up 100 yards, and that makes me mad. This might be an off-tackle right, or off-tackle at the top of the screen. No, it's not. I saw that blocker, and yep, that's a sack. So that's my second sack of the game. We had a couple of blitz sacks, I believe. But of course, we have a bunch of backfield tackles today, so... It's a shame this game doesn't track backfield tackles. I guess I can do it myself. Because for me, it's kind of like to me, it's like a stuff. To me, backfield tackles are any time you prevent the ball carrier from advancing. So a sack or a tackle for a loss to me is as good as a sack. So to me, a backfield tackle is every bit as good as a sack. In fact, all sacks are backfield tackles. So to me, if you tackle a running back or a wide receiver in the backfield, that's as good as a sack. So the game doesn't track them, so I guess I'll try. See, they're gonna keep kicking field goals, but they're way behind. Ooh, Gary Anderson, I remember him. So Morton Anderson is in the game, right? Yeah, he's in the game. Okay, how's my kickoff returns? Okay, not good. I don't mind breaking these tackles, but I'm gonna be the worst kickoff returner in the game by far. I'll probably switch. Okay, so I have 100 yards rushing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what. Let's make him the #1 running back in the league. How's that sound? So we'll be #1 in running and #1 in passing if we can help it. We'll have the highest rated quarterback and the best running back in the league by the end of the season. That sounds like a good goal, right? We'll have 80 touchdown passes, and we'll have 100. We'll have a 100-yard rusher. We'll have a 1,600-yard rusher. See, we're gonna kill him. Of course, like I said,